Good morning, everybody. Pradnya, just let me know, am I properly audible?
Yes, Mangal, you're audible.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. We are in the valedictory function of this 3 week certificate course on IT applications in precision irrigation scheduling, which have started from April 26 to May 16, 2021. Chief guest of today's function is Dr. Alok K. Sikka, IMI representative of India and principal researcher at Irrigation Water Management International Water Management Institute, Pusan, New Delhi. The chairman of today's function is Dr. P. G. Patil, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. We are having with us Dr. S.R. Gadak, Director of Research and Director of Extension Education, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. Dr. A.L. Farante, Dean Faculty of Agriculture and Director of Instruction, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. The convener of the program, Dr. S.D. Gorantiwar, Principal Investigator and Head Department of Agricultural Engineering, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. Dr. M.G. Shinde, Co-Principal Investigator and Professor of SWC, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri. And Co-Director of the program, Dr. S.K. Dingre, Associate Professor of ID and CAST Team Member, MPKV, Rahuri. On behalf of Center for Advanced Agricultural Science and Technology for Climate Smart Agriculture and Water Management, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri, I welcome all the dignitaries in virtual house, all the HODs, scientists, staff, students, and participants, fellows present over here. With this, I would like to request Dr. S.D. Gorantiwar, Principal Investigator of the CAST project, to give background of the online certificate courses organized by CAST CSAWM. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mangal. Very good morning to all, and especially to our chief guest, respected Dr. Alok Sikka, who is IMI head India, and also Honorable Vice Chancellor of our university, Dr. PG Patil, Dean of the university, Dr. L. Farande, then all the heads of the department, associate dean, participants, and experts. I would like to take this opportunity to just briefly tell you about the online programs which are being organized by Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri, under National Agricultural Higher Education Program of Indian Council of Agricultural Research, New Delhi. As most of us are aware that we have Center for Advanced Agricultural Science and Technology and Climate Smart Agriculture and Water Management under this NAHEP program of Indian Council of Agricultural Research, New Delhi. And we are also very happy that International Institute of Water Management is one of our knowledge partner, and under the leadership of Dr. A.K. Sikka, we are not only implementing this CAST program, but we have few other programs going on in our university. As a part of our one of the objectives, we have designed certain training and academic programs in climate smart agriculture and water management. One of the academic program is to offer 1 year postgraduate diploma in climate smart agriculture and water management in 5 different themes. We have prepared an entire framework of this PG diploma, and we also completed all the formalities of approval from Academic Council, Executive Council, and Maharashtra MCAR, Maharashtra Council of Agricultural Education and Research, Pune. But as this is the first batch, we wanted to conduct the first batch of on campus actually. But considering the current COVID situation, we may take the decision to start this online with guidance from our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Dean and Director of Instruction. But this is the module-based PG diploma, and each module consists of 3 weeks courses. But what we did, parallelly, we are offering these 3 weeks courses as the certificate courses. And as a part of offering certificate courses, we have started offering these certificate courses in online mode. And this is our 5th certificate course in online mode, which is the IT application for precision irrigation scheduling. And we have received huge response for this certificate course. We'll be offering many more certificate courses. So for example, next in line is watershed modeling, and after that the Google Earth Engine, which will be organizing in collaboration with again our knowledge partner EMI. One of the very important activity of our CAST program is to offer not only certificate courses, but also the training courses of the different durations. Let me tell you just one fact. We since the beginning of this CAST project 2.5 years ago, we have organized 93 on-campus training courses, 135 online training courses. And in this process, we have conducted 1,087 online technical sessions of 1.5 to 2 hours duration. And as a result of which, we have provided capacity building opportunities to 26,640 students, 17,897 faculties, and 4,340 farmers, totaling about 48,990 participants, not only from MPKV, but from Maharashtra, India, and from all over the world. In all this training program, we emphasize the importance of climate smart agriculture and water management, and we also portray what are the technologies developed by MPKV in this regard. With this, with this some numbers, I would like to remain here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. S.K. Dingre, Course Director and Associate Professor of Irrigation and Drainage Engineering, and CAST team member Mahatma Phulke Vidyapith Rahuri, to review the 3-week certificate course here. Sir, please.
Mangal madam, am I audible properly?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Good morning to all. Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. A.K. Sikka sir, respected Chairman of this function, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MPKV Rahuri, respected Director of Research, Dr. S.R. Gadak sir, respected Dean, Dr. A. Karanti sir, respected PI of CAST Atom Project, Dr. Gurunjiwar sir, and co-PI of this project, Dr. M.G. Shinde sir, all respected faculty members, experts who have delivered their knowledge in this training. My dear participants, I again welcome all of you in this meditative session, and I am going to share my presentation in form of a small PowerPoint presentation. So, Dr. Mangal, please confirm, is it visible to all?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
I again welcome all of you in a valedictory session of this 3-week National Online Certificate course on IT application in precision irrigation scheduling. This course was actually started on 26th of April, and tomorrow it will come to an end. It was organized by ICR, National Agriculture Higher Education Project NAHEP, by the Center of Advanced Agriculture Science and Technology for Climate Smart Agriculture and Water Management, CAST project at MPKV Rahuri. And in a brief, just a half minute, I would like to mention that what is the utility of this course, because irrigation water management is a prime concern in agriculture, and irrigation scheduling is very important for this purpose. MPKV Rahuri, especially the Department of Irrigation and Drainage Engineering, is contributing a lot in developing the different IT applications in irrigation scheduling from last 5 to 6 years. And on this background, actually, we decided that subject of this course, that is IT application in precision irrigation scheduling. The objective of this course was to understand the concept of precision irrigation water management, to get acquainted with different approaches, technologies used in precision irrigation scheduling, to impart knowledge with an advancement in precision irrigation tools such as sensors, TDR, FDR, digital farming, etc., to acquaint with knowledge of handling information technology tools like mobile web-based application in irrigation scheduling for real-time irrigation water management. We announced this course on March 31st this year, and we gave the wide publicity through our MPK website, CAST website, NAHEP website, and we almost used all types of social media platforms and we also were successful in that. The last date for this course of online registration was April 22nd, and during this time we obtained 154 application. That was a quite good response, and out of them we make eligible 153 participants based on our criteria of NAHEP. The registered participants actually belongs to the student, mostly they are students, faculty members, scientists, TVP officers, and consultants. The format of the certificate course as per the criteria of the caste and NAHEP, there was 55 sessions conducted during this training in 3 weeks. There was a 2 daily session, one morning session and one afternoon session. Each of session belongs to 3 hours duration, and they were more particularly based on the theory and practical. For each session, we had the online quizzes ranging between the 20 to 40 questions per quiz on daily session, and at the last of the course we had the final quiz of the 100 questions. We assign the individual projects to all participants, and we also assign the group projects to all participants. In subsequent slide, I will show the just a list of that individual and group projects also. We had pre-evaluation before starting of this the course, and we also had post-evaluation as per the ICR pro forma. We also have the evaluation of individual and group project by the eminent experts from the different parts of the country. We obtained the feedback from the participants twice in this course. So this was actually format of the certificate course. Now let's have a look on the distribution of participants. The institute-wise participation is there. So our parent institute MPKV participant was 68 was there. So non-MPKV participant was 85. So all around 153 participant was there. If you see it profession-wise, so there was 2 MPKV faculties. There was 7 faculties from other universities. There were 66 students from MPKV. There were 76 students from other universities, and 2 other person was there. So 153 participant was there. We got very good response from different states also. We can see here that almost 7 different states participants from different 7 states are there: Assam, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Punjab. So a quite heterogeneous group was there. The gender-wise participant, almost we can say the equal proportion was there. Male was 82 and female was 71. And social category-wise distribution of participants that is required for the actually equity action plan for the NAHEP. So we can see here that there was 20 ST students and 9 ST students. General category belongs to 46, OPCR 66, NTB and CR 231 respectively. CBCR 3 and VJ was 3. So this was the social category-wise participants. For better conduct of this course, we provide the online networking for this course. We created the 3 WhatsApp groups, 2 for the student and 1 for the experts. And this WhatsApp group were actually created for the proper communication and to share the course related information, such as the schedule of the daily sessions, online sessions, quiz, assignment, study material, different links of the different IT tools like this. We maintain the online networking in this uh, uh, course. The eminent scientist or eminent expert or subject matter specialist was specifically chosen, and they delivered their knowledge to the entire course of the study. I will just go through the names because they take a lot of effort to share their knowledge. Dr. Suresh Kulkarni, former Secretary, Maharashtra Water Resources Regulatory Authority. Dr. D.D. Pawar, Associate Dean, College of Agriculture Engineering, MPKV Rounding. Dr. Gorantiwar sir, PI of this project and Head Department of Agriculture Engineering. Engineer Arun Deshmukh, AGM Sugarcane Project, Head Agronomy Division, Metafim Irrigation India Private Limited. Engineer Tushar Karante, Manager, Digital Farming Solution, Metafim Irrigation Private Limited. Dr. A. Sarangi from ICR IRI, Dr. M.S. Mane, Head Department of IWM, MPKV Rowdy, Dr. Bharat Kutre, Professor, Irrigation and Energy Engineering, Central Agriculture University, Sikkim, Dr. Manoranjan Kumar, Principal Scientist, ICR PIDA, Dr. R.T. Thokar, Chief Scientist, AICRP on Irrigation Water Management, Dr. Balasaheb Sawant, Krishi Vidyapit, Dapoli, Dr. N.N. Silke, Head Department of ID, College of Agriculture Engineering, MPKV Rahuri, Dr. Jiten Sinha, Associate Professor from Indira Gandhi Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Raipur, Engineer Supriya Hisankar, Agriculture Irrigation Consultant, Agri-Irrigation Plans Pune, Engineer Ajay Deshpande, Department of Agriculture Engineering, College of Agriculture, Kolhapur, myself, Dr. Ashok, Dr. Yogesh A. Rajwade, scientist from ICR CIE Bhopal, Dr. S. A. Kadam, one of our cast member and postdoctorate fellow at Washington State University, Dr. P.G. Popre, assistant professor of ID, Dr. Pragna Jadhav and Dr. Mangale Patil, both are the course coordinator of this course, and Dr. Rajni Saunke and Dr. Dattatreya Pawar, both are the research associate at RKVI scheme and EME scheme at MPKV Rahuri. So all these 22 experts was there who handled the 65 session of this course, and this was the schedule of the course. In the first week, we go through the alternate session of the theory and practical, and at the end of the first week, there was allotment of the individual projects, and from second week, there was a session especially from the industry persons on the digital farming, and at the end of the second week, we evaluate the individual project, and then we allot the group projects to all participants, and at the end of the third week, we evaluated all the group projects. So this was a quite compact program, quite tight schedule program was there, and just I'm going to show you the list of the individual projects. I will just scroll down. These individual projects are generally based on the small problems which is more related with the irrigation scheduling. This is an irrigation scheduling, some numerical problems on drip, sprinkler, some problems on calculation of.
Thank you very much, Dr. Digre, for giving the overview of this training program. Now, I would like to request Dr. A.L. Farande, who is Dean and Director of Instruction, to deliver a welcome address. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Sunil, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Good morning to everyone. On behalf of Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, I extend my warm welcome to all. First of all, it is my privilege to extend warm welcome to our beloved chief guest, Dr. Alok Sikka, honorary member of International Water Management Institute, New Delhi, office as a IMI representative to India. I take this opportunity to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Alok Ji. Dr. Alok Sikka is an internationally recognized expert in the area of irrigation water management and rainfed agriculture. Currently, Dr. Sikka is an honorary member of International Water Management Institute and working with the International Water Management Institute, Delhi office as a IMI representative to India. Dr. Sikka completed his PhD in civil and environmental engineering with the specialization in hydrology and water resource engineering from Utah State University, Logan, and obtained Master of Technology from IIT Kharagpur. Prior to joining to IMI, Dr. Sikka served as a Deputy Director General, Natural Resource Management, Indian Council of Agriculture Research and Technical Expert in watershed development in the rank of Additional Secretary to Government of India at a National Rainfed Area Authority, Planning Commission, Government of India, New Delhi. He was a Director of ICR Research Complex for the Eastern Region Patna and the Basin Coordinator for Indo-Gangetic Basin under the CGIAR Challenges Program on Water and Food from 2002 to 2007. He has several achievements on his name. Dr. Alok Sikka has a rich and diverse experience of over 38 years in the research, institutional and policy issues, teaching, training, extension, and consultancy in the areas of natural resource management, soil and water conservation, watershed management, water harvesting, hydrological modeling, water management, drought management, climate change, water productivity, and integrated farming system model 2. He provided leadership to national flagship program of ICR, National Institute on Climate Resilient Agriculture. His contribution for developing the policies for the rainfed agriculture in Maharashtra is well acknowledged. He has special affinity towards the MPKV. As a DDG, he was instrumental in providing the requisite financial assistance for the capacity development program for scaling up the water productivity through AICRP on the irrigation water management. Further, as a IMI India head, he was instrumental in choosing MPKV as one of the partner for the multi-institutional ad hoc research project on enhancing economy water productivity for Sina and Kukdi medium irrigation project that he led very successfully. Sir, we acknowledge your help and assistance to this university and extend warm welcome to you as a chief guest for this valedictory function. Thank you, sir, for joining as a chief guest for this valedictory function. I also welcome our beloved Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. P.G. Patil, sir, who is presiding this valedictory function and always very key person for and guiding force for our students and faculties. I have great pleasure to welcome all the experts who involved in the conducting these 3 weeks online national certificate course on IT applications in precision irrigation scheduling. I express my sincere thanks to all the experts for their valuable guidance and creating awareness among the participants. I also welcome Dr. S.R. Gadak, Director of Research, Director of Extension Education, MPKV Rahuri, for his special presence at this occasion. I extend my welcome to Dr. S.D. Gorantiwar, Convener and Principal Investigator of this project, Dr. M.G. Shinde, Co-Convener and Co-PI of this CAST project, Dr. S.K. Dingre, Course Director and Course Coordinator, Dr. Jadhav and Dr. Mangal Patil, Training Coordinators, and all the CAST team members. I also extend my warm welcome to all my dear participants for their showing very huge response and very active participation in this program. Though the drip and sprinkler irrigation methods have the ability to save the water, but only its adoption is not sufficient in an Indian situation. It is also necessary to provide means of tools to the farmers, how precisely they can decide and when to apply, how much to apply. And for that purpose, we should know that deciding this complex process and which is mostly depend on the real-time weather conditions, crop growth, soil types, irrigation systems and characteristics, but also advanced IT technologies made it possible to develop these mobile applications and IoT-based tools for guiding the farmers to apply water to different crops with the precision by drip and sprinkler irrigation methods. This university has developed a mobile application such as Phule Jal and Phule irrigation schedulers, Phule pump controller for this purpose. And I'm very happy to note here that the MPKV is the leading university in the country for the development of IoT-based smart irrigation technologies for the precision water management in the different field crops. I congratulate convener, co-convener, course coordinators, and all the CAST team members for their judicious planning and execution of this online certificate course at this lockdown period. I'm sure this will help to create the outlook for the new innovative areas like IoTs and decision support technologies to achieve the goals of precision agriculture and climate smart agriculture and water management. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you very much. Be safe, protected, and healthy during this COVID-19 pandemic situation. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your welcome remark. We are having next the comments from participants. And in that, I would like to request Dr. Mahesh Chand Singh, who is scientist at Department of Soil and Water Engineering, COAET, Punjab Agriculture University, Ludhiana, Punjab. All the participants who are registering feedback are requested to register their feedbacks only in 1 minute. So, Dr. Singh, please proceed with your feedback.
Okay, thank you very much for giving this opportunity to me. The time is limited, so I must say, while participating in this training program, it helped me to refresh my basic knowledge, and at the same time to learn the new technologies related to the precision irrigation scheduling. I must say that the organizer have nicely conducted this training program, touching almost all the aspects of precision irrigation scheduling related to IT applications. So in this training program, we have already given feedbacks many times, but since the time it limited, so I must congratulate the whole team, the organizing team, for the successful completion of this training program. So thank you very much. With this, I will stop here. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Singh sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Bindu, who is Assistant Professor, Agronomic Research Station, Kerala Agricultural University, Chalakudi, Kerala, to register the feedback. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Respected dignitaries, organizing committee, resource persons, and my fellow trainees. Good morning, all. I'm also happy we have reached the valedictory function of this 3-week online training program. And it was a very great learning experience which I had. And I'm really contented for getting an opportunity for being a part of this training program. Though there were participants from various spheres of life, I think the training program could reach or satisfy the expectations of all the participants. It included many aspects, right from general aspects, basic concepts, and also to the latest advanced technologies. We had also opportunity for hands-on training on different models that we can even use for our future endeavors, and introduction to the different apps, web-based as well as mobile apps, which was developed by MPKV Rahuri, is really an added advantage. Take this opportunity to thank all the organizers for scheduling such a very well-planned training program. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now I would like to request Mr. Shailesh Khoth, who is a BTech Agriculture Engineering student from Dr. ASCAET MPKV Rahuri. Shailesh, please.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving. So,
You
from
can
my
start
opinion,
your video. You can start your video.
okay.
Shailesh, please continue.
It was a really very good training. So in this module of training, we have learned about different concepts of digital farming, precision irrigation, and different models. Experienced and knowledgeable experts were the main reason behind this excellent training program. And lastly, I would like to thank all the course coordinators as well as faculty members for providing such a wonderful platform for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shailesh. Now I would like to request Ms. Supriya, BTech Agricultural Engineering student from College of Agricultural Engineering, UAS Raichur, to give feedback. Supriya.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. This training program of 3 weeks has really been very benefiting to us. We have got to learn the new and different things related to our course. We are very thankful to all the that all the classes have been taken properly with disciplined time maintenance. Even during this pandemic, offering such a good online training was like updating our skills and knowledge. Though this was virtual, you made it feel lively by being most interactive with us. We even got to meet the most experienced and senior most professors and experts. We were unaware of different applications on softwares like foliage irrigation schedule, precision water management, its approach, technologies, scheduling, etc. Which has led to gain extra knowledge for us. Individual and group projects have helped us to learn different skills, and it even made us to build our confidence. Even though there was tight schedule, all the things were manageable. Overall, we can say that we had got the best of the best opportunity and utilized it to the utmost. Thank you for all your guidance and for sharing your knowledge within us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Supriya. Now it's time to distribute the certificate virtually on the online platform. So I would like to request Pradnya Jadhav to proceed with it. Along with that, I would like to request all the participants to start their videos. So we will capture the screenshots, and this will be considered as an online photography. And Dr. Pradnya, please proceed with it. I'm just sharing the screen from my side.
Yes, Mangal.
Yes, please.
Here we are displaying some representative QR coded certificates.
Pradnya?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Yes, please continue.
First certificate is yes. First certificate is Dr. Bindu PS, Assistant Professor, Agronomic Research Station, Kerala Agriculture University, Kerala. Next is Dr. Yogesh Bapurao Kandalkar, Assistant Professor and in charge Network Project on Sheep Improvement, MPKV Rahuri. The next is the next certificate is Miss Kamakshi S. Chagi, a BTech Agriculture Engineering student, College of Agricultural Engineering, University of Agriculture Sciences, Raichur. The next is Mr. Dheeraj Kumar Hanamapure, BTech Agriculture Engineering student, College of Agriculture Engineering, University of Agricultural Sciences, Raichur. Miss Priyanka Yashwant Sato, BTech Agriculture Engineering student, Dr. Anna Sepshinde College of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, MPKV Rahuri. Yes. Similarly, we are going to provide the certificates to the remaining participants shortly. During this 3-week certificate course, we have allotted the individual project to each participant at the end of first week. Similarly, we have allotted the group project at the end of second week, and we have conducted the final quiz, which was based on the overall syllabus of the course. In quiz, Mangal, next please. In quiz, Dr. Bindu PS has secured the first position. Mr. Pankaj Avari, Mr. Rugved Khandekar, and Mr. Vaibhav Aher have shared second position, and Dr. Mahesh Chand Singh has secured the third position. Similarly, the evaluation of individual project and group project was based on the report writing and the presentation of the participants' allotted study. In the individual projects, Mr. Rugved Vijay Singh Khandekar, Dr. Rajendra Wankhede, and Ms. Shravani are performed well. And in group projects, in group projects, group number 1, group number 5, and group number 31 are scored highest among all. In group project first, Mr. Kothuri, Dr. Wankhede, Dr. Mahesh Chand Singh, Dr. Bindu, and Mr. Kar are the candidates of the group project group 1. And Miss Nikita, Miss Sakshi, Miss Monica, Mr. Sahil, Mr. Abhijit are the candidates of the group number 5. And Miss Sumaya Inamdar, Engineer Preeti Jaiswal, and Mr. Dheeraj Gavde are the candidates from the group number 31. Thank you, Mangal.
Thank you very much, Pradnya. I would like to make an announcement for other participants that remaining participants will get certificate within 15 days on their email. Now in the program, we are having next the experts comments. In that, I would like to request Engineer Tushar Karande, Manager Digital Farming Solutions, Netafim Irrigation India Private Limited, Pune, to give feedback. Tushar sir, please.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Respected chief guest and the representative of different institutes who have made this possible. First of all, thank you for the, I would say, the platform for sharing my perspective with the participants. As one of the experts from the industry, the attempt was made from giving an application-based angle to whatever technologies is there into the field being used by the farmers in India specifically, and giving them color to what is happening across the world. I personally feel there is no doubt that digital farming is a way forward. The question is only when it is going to come up in a large scale in India. And I see it as a big opportunity. And this course was one of the preparedness mediums for the participants so that they are ready whenever this wave of opportunity comes in respective fields they are. I feel that though the investments is a big thing, but with more and more innovation and more affordability, there would be more acceptability amongst Indian farmers, and hence there would be much more discussions about digital farming, the course which I took upon. Personally, I enjoyed the experience, and I recall that with Gorantiwar sir and the team from CAST, we started one initial course in April last year, and I am very glad and happy to see that the course as well as the whole thing of online has been picked up very well, and we see the scale and the value which we have seen in the past 1 year, whether it was mostly online. NetFM, the organization which I represent, continues to be a partner in contributing knowledge to whosoever is a party to this agricultural growth in India. And finally, I enjoyed a lot, and I would like to thank the organizers, the participants, and the fellow experts to make this course valuable to all of them. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Tushar sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Bharat Kusre, Professor of Irrigation and Drainage Engineering, CAE PhD, Central Agricultural University, Ranipul, Sikkim, to give feedback. Kusre sir, please.
Respected Chairman, the Chief Guest, respected Chairman, the Chief Guest, the organizers, the participants. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the organizers for organizing such a wonderful training program. I gave 2 lectures in this training program, and it was very pleasure to see that the attendance was more than 100, which is not a simple thing. The students, or I'll say participants, had been interacting through the chat box, and it was very nice to see that all the participants were quite active and wanted to know many things while the lecture was going on. So I'd like to also congratulate the organizer, particularly Dr. Dingre, Dr. Patil, Mangal Patil, because the designing the project, they have designed around 31 projects, and to arrange the data, to give the students accordingly, it is not a simple thing. And therefore, I would like to appreciate them that their efforts in designing the project. Also, I appreciate the participants who has made all the efforts to complete the project, and all of them have completed very nicely and tried to bring out meaningful output from the task that was given to them. So I'd like to once more congratulate, although online training program has certain limitations, but anyway, many things what I could observe was really appreciable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. R.T. Thokar, Chief Scientist, AICRP on Irrigation Water Management, Dr. B.S.K. Dapoli, to give feedback. Sir, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected Chairman and all the dignitaries, my fellow experts, and all the participants. Actually, this was a unique experience on the virtual platform to deliver the lectures in the 3-week this training program. This training program was formulated in a very nice way. Maximum irrigation scheduling softwares were covered. There, how to give the inputs, their basics, and their applications, as well as the hand tools like Fulegel mobile app, and these maximum parts were covered in the training program, as well as the association with the industries as well, and many organizations. They were all the organizations are combinedly they are put on one platform for this training program. For this training program. So it was a very wonderful experience. Last 2 days, we were engaged in the evaluation of the participants and the enthusiasm as well as the interaction of the participants. It was very, very nice, and really hats off all the participants. Maximum participants, more than 130, 140 were present in all the lectures. As I was associated in many of the lectures here, and it was a very wonderful experience. Congratulations to all the organizing team, Dr. Gorontiwar sir, particularly Ms. Mangal Patil, Pradnya Jadhav, and Dingre sir. And thank you very much for being associated with this organization and the training program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now it's time to listen to our respected chief guest. So I would like to request Dr. Alok Sikka, IMI representative India and principal researcher IMI Pusan, New Delhi, to address all the participants. And sir, please.
Thank you. First of all, let me thank the organizer for having given me this opportunity and for this wonderful valedictory session. So let me start by saying a few words for the chairman, my old colleague, and earlier he was the director of ICAR Institute, and now he's the Vice Chancellor. So it's a pleasure, Dr. Patil, to see you on this chair, and also a pleasure for me to share the dais with my old colleague from the council. So thanks for that. And I think this is only the beginning. And as Gorontiwar mentioned, that we have a long association with the MPKV Rauri, and we will definitely be continuing again under your leadership. And so I think I really feel very, very happy that we will have again opportunity to work together as a team.
Thank you, sir.
So, and so the others, the directors, research, deans, and all the HODs, the course director, and my old dear friend, Sunil Gorontiwar, who is convener of this particular program, all the faculty, including the guest faculty, all the participants who has been attending this particular online program, ladies and gentlemen. And I also see in the audience my great old friend, Dr. S.K. Kulkarni. So Dr. Kulkarni, nice to see you also online. So that's really gives me a good pleasure that, and also see your guest faculty also from the industry side, from the NetAFM. Let me just say that I'm really excited to be over here with all of you this morning or afternoon. We are in fact at the cusp of that. And particularly when we are talking about this NAHEP sponsored program, and we are looking into the certificate course, as Dr. Gorontiwar has already mentioned, and the CCAST, the CAST, that's the Center for Advanced Agriculture Science and Technology, and more for the climate smart agriculture and water management. I know the little bit genesis of this entire program, the proposal when it was being formulated by Dr. Gorontiwar, and I know that he used to share with me, and also my meetings with the education division in that regard. So yes, I mean, I think it's really was a well-conceived proposal, and now that this is really doing pretty well as far as I can see. And particularly when we are talking about this particular program, you know what is happening, that right now and for the future, it's really very, very important that we look into the agriculture water management with a climate lens, with the lens of building resilience and adaptation to climate change. So that is something which is really very, very important in my thinking. And so I must congratulate the MPKV Rahuri and all the organizers and the minds who are behind organizing this wonderful certificate course of 3 weeks. And if I remember, if I understood well, when Dr. Gorantiwar was telling that perhaps you are trying to have some 1-year PG diploma, if I am right. So I think, yes, I would really support those kind of an idea, because what has been happening that the issue here is that what happens that we have been looking into a lot of literature. Some of my colleagues have been looking into this literature, wherein we have been trying to see that how best we can look into the water resilience and water adaptation for climate change. And you would be happy to know that the meta-analysis, which some of my colleagues in IMI did, there are more than 80-85% the research articles relate with water management. And of course, majority of them are from South Asia and more of them from India. And as not that I belong to the water sector, but the thing is, water is an entry point. And as we always say, and it is not that I'm telling it, the UN statement is there, that as the energy is to mitigation, water is to adaptation. So being at the center of adaptation, so naturally we have to see that how best we can really try and look into this kind of a thing. So that is something that really makes me very happy to see that this entire overarching objective of this particular program is on climate smart ag water management solutions. And it is rightly so, because if you try and look into the world as a whole, the globe as a whole, that we have something like close to about 70% of our fresh water resources, the worldwide, are diverted to agriculture for irrigation. And in India, it's more than 90%. Of course, there will be few differing figures you will try and get it. So here the issue and the thinking here is that how best we can try to see that we look into this entire thing from that point of view, water as a key driver and as an entry point around which other things they revolve around. And so this is the kind of a thinking that we have to have. But water is not anything and everything, because it's, as I said, it's an entry, but all other things, be it crop management, soil management, fertilizer management, nutrient, all these things and all other activities which are there in the gamut of the farming system, they have to be integrated in a way that there is a better synergy. Because if we don't try and integrate that in a more synergistic way, definitely you will not be able to harvest the complete potential of this kind of a approach. So that is why, because as even in the ICR system, when we have been working on NICRA, that is what we said, because natural resource management is a resource base, and then how best the other things are revolving around that. So they have equal importance as the water is. So nothing is less or more important. They all have equal importance. It's for us to try and see how best we can really integrate them. Now, in this particular case, when we are talking about IT applications in precision irrigation scheduling, so this is really very, very important for the simple reason, as I said, that in our country, over 90% of water is consumed by agriculture. And if you try and look into our agriculture is highly not only water intensive, but it is also energy intensive, because 63% of water comes to irrigation agriculture from groundwater, which where you are lifting. There are also other sources wherein surface lifts are also there. So majority of the 20 or 25% of the energy which is used in agriculture in India goes into the pumping of groundwater. So besides, of course, the energy used in tillage operations and so on and so forth. So it means that once we say that the Indian agriculture, and for that matter, even the South Asian agriculture, because we have in India alone, like 24 million groundwater infrastructure. So you can understand the kind of the energy which we are consuming. So it is water as well as the energy intensive agriculture. And at the same time, our irrigation efficiencies are very, very low. As you know, some of the MMI projects, there are a lot of figures floating around 35, 34, 38% of irrigation efficiency. So here, the crux of the issue is that how best we can enhance the efficiency in the water use and also water productivity, because that how much you can produce or how productively you can use the water for the not just the growing the food but also having a more income. So that is why, like what project which we are right now working for the past 4 years along with MPKV Rauri in the Sina command, and now we are moving into the Kukri command. We are basically looking into enhancing the water productivity, but not just the physical water productivity, but also the economic water productivity. What are the trade-offs? And while looking into this, you also look into simultaneously the energy productivity. I think we have been talking more about the water productivity and water use efficiency, but I think it's a time that now we have to start also talking about the energy productivity and the energy efficiency in the agriculture system, because energy is as precious as water is. So, and that is where the irrigation scheduling comes very, very important, becomes very, very crucial and critical, as we all know, when to irrigate, how much to irrigate, and how to irrigate, because that's the very basic principle around which it works. And now the fact that we have got many more advances in the sensor technologies, in IT applications, in the remote sensing with high resolution data, including drones and mobile telephony. So those are really have given a lot of way forward to try and see how best we can harness the capacity and the strength of all these recent developments for better irrigation scheduling. And that's what we call it as a precision irrigation scheduling or precision irrigation water management, where we plan to apply water to the crop at the desired depth, at the desired point, in the desired amount, so precisely that we try and minimize what we call the losses, which are non-beneficial in parlance of water accounting and water budgeting, by reducing the soil evaporation, deep percolation, and so on and so forth. So this is something that is where it really becomes very, very handy. And I think this is something which I was going through the course, the syllabus also, what all the lectures have been taken up. I saw there was a complete mix of many things, including the MPKV Rauri's Phule Jal, that mobile app and other kind of a thing. So that's really a wonderful thing to see that how it has been handled. And there were a number of courses which now we have traveled. If you try and look into the trajectory of how the irrigation water management or irrigation scheduling per se has been there in our country, of course the world across, we have moved from very, very basic indicators with the plant and the soil, and then soil moisture, and now to all these automatic gadgets using the various sensors and the IT-based systems. And this is something that when I have been also sitting for the last couple of years in the UNDP committee as an advisor to UNDP programs, where I was surprised really to see that a lot of new proposals were coming up where IT applications and also on the pumping technology were more towards the sensor-based precision irrigation. So this is something that really we have to see that how best we can move forward in that direction. Now, when I talk about this, it was sometimes back in when I moved from Patna to Delhi, and one of my friend who is a very big water resources expert in Columbia University, and they started a project under, I think it was Pepsi Foundation funded project in Ludhiana. And then when we were talking about that, how best we can do this thing. So that was one thing where I said, well, I mean, yes, if we can do soil moisture based, measure based, monitoring based irrigation scheduling, perhaps that's going to be the best, but it's very challenging. So of course, that time they started off with a very simplistic tensiometer kind of a device, but that also worked very well. And now that there are so many sensors, because I go to any kind of a meeting or the proposal when I get, you can a breed of sensors people are now coming up with this kind of a things. Of course, so that's the way I think that we have to move forward, and it's in a right direction. Now, again, when we are talking about the sensor technologies, and also I was looking into the courses which have been taught like TDR and FDR and all those other things. Of course, I have my own experience of working with TDR and all these things sometimes back, even in the US and also in India. Yes, they all are good, and because everything has a certain limitations at different places, which of course is not a time for me to dwell upon. Now, what is happening that, well, yes, it is good that we go and do this sensor technology. We must try and put, and now we should also be working, people are working to develop a cheap, low-cost sensor devices. Because, you know, if you want to make it that every farmer in the country or most of the farmers in the country that adopt this thing, then in that case, definitely we have to come up with a low-cost sensor technology. And so that's one way forward. The other way forward is, which I have been telling people, and which also in IMI, not in India. In India, of course, recently in one of our resilience project in Cuttack, we have installed few chameleon sensors, where it changes the color and things like that. You can have it web-based as well. That in some of our other country projects by IMI, what we wanted to demonstrate, I think that is some idea which we can try and do wherever you guys feel, is that because we know that we cannot just afford to put sensors in each and every farmer's field. So the next way forward is that maybe we have like kind of in a particular village or in a particular cluster of farms, we have what you call a more or less representativeness is there in terms of the sowing time of the crops and the type of the crops and the varieties. We put sensors at a few benchmark locations. We create what we call water user group or whatever that way you call, some kind of establish a local information platform that from all these sensors, whatever the signals we are getting when to irrigate, and we are transmitting it through our mobile and other things. So now the similarly placed farmers in the same cluster can also be transmitted the same kind of information, even if they don't have the sensors in their field. So that way, what we have observed is that even then you get a good amount of not just the water saving, but also the fertilizer saving. Because now when we are talking about the climate smart agriculture water management, we have to also go beyond just thinking about the water use efficiency, but the nitrogen, the fertilizer use efficiency as well, energy use efficiency as well. Because when we are trying to look into these kind of things, because as I always say, it is not just the adaptation, because adaptation we are doing, but there is a good amount of co-benefit of mitigation in terms of if we are doing along with that a good fertilizer management, your nitrous oxide is being reduced, so GHG emission is being reduced. You are doing a good water management in paddy area. Your methane is being reduced. So you have another component of arresting the or reducing the GHG emission. And on top of this, when you are doing a better water management, we are applying less water. Your energy use is also less. So that is also in terms of reducing the GHG mitigation. So these are the kind of things that nowadays, dear friends and colleagues, you also have to become not only a good researcher, but also good to see how best you can sell your ideas and what you are doing. Because at the end of the day, we need to do the scaling out. Unless we can do the better scaling up of all these things, perhaps things will not move forward. And the basic major challenge for all these things is that yes, all these things, what we're talking about in the digital farming systems, they all are really good. Some of them are still in the initial stages, but there is a long way for us to go. Now, there are a number of ways that we can try and look into how we can do the scaling up. I was saying that you have a good association with an industry partner here. In this case, I was saying from the NetFM. So you can try and also look into, if we are putting all this IT and sensor-based things, how best we can come up with some kind of a more business models, because that I'm telling more from the scaling up point of view, so that it doesn't remain where it is in the farmers in your labs, but it goes out as well. So this is something that we have to see, that how best we can really try and look into those kind of situations. So here again, there are a lot of impetus being given on the solar irrigation, on the solar pumps. Even in IMI, we are working pretty much on the solar irrigation. And so that is another thing, that how best we can try to look into this solar irrigation. Now, there are a number of government schemes. Now, one more thing which I would like to make an emphasis over here, because the government of India and the state governments also have a many programs. To name the few very important ones, like under the PM-KSY, you have a more crop per drop, which is basically you are trying to focus more and more on micro irrigation. Because as you know, even as when I'm talking as of now, I think we are close to even less than 10% of our net zone area is under micro irrigation, to be precise, around 8%. And around 15 or 16% of the total net irrigated area is under micro irrigation. So we have a long way to go, and the government has given us good amount of target, and there are kind of support and subsidy systems. There is another program of the government which is they have got a dedicated micro irrigation funds as well, placed with the NABARD. Its sizable amount of something like close to, if I remember, 5,000 crores. So the thinking is that how best we can try and look ourselves to make best use of those funds, and also integrate ourselves or converge ourselves, our thinking along with those ongoing programs, to make a more and larger impact. So this is something that really we have to try and see, because that how best we can have a more science-based, evidence-based policy decisions and the programs to be influenced. And that is something that I think where the young people like you should be really looking into. Now, if I try to look into the way your the course was conducted, and I was really very happy to see that you had a mix of students and the faculty, and from the private sector as well as from the state governments. And it was heartening to know that you have, of course, representation from 7 states and over 150 participants. And one thing really I like was that pre and post evaluation. So that reminded me that when I used to be the training in charge in Indian Institute of Soil and Water Conservation, long time back when I started my career and my early stages, that we also used to have, I used to have even in UTI, the pre and post evaluation of this kind of a program. And so this is a wonderful thing that I think, and I know that from the feedback which some of you, from some of the participants have shared, they are really, the overall, there was a very good feeling, and there was a good sentiment that it was very widely covered and good course and well coordinated, well organized, because I can understand online program, it's not that easy to handle, because even online, when we are handling a webinar, there are a number of issues. So I can understand that the situation which we are undergoing through right now, and we all are working online, is very, very challenging. And I must congratulate the faculty. I must congratulate all the resource persons. I must congratulate all the participants who have undergone this training program. And I must also give my big congratulations to all those, because I was trying to see that some of them have been given some special attainment awards for the individual projects or the overall aggregate scores and things like that. So because they are really more encouraging. It is not that, because everybody has done a good, but of course there are certain people only get rewarded, not all of them. So it's a part of the game, and I must congratulate all of them. And as I said, because there has been, in my view, the good feedback, and so I think I'll not take more of your time, because I know time is a limitation. Otherwise, because these are the subjects which are very near and dear to me, I can go on and on, but I wouldn't like to do that. So I think with these few words, once again, I congratulate all of you. You have really completed your 3 weeks of certificate course very nicely. And I'm sure that, as you all have mentioned, some of you have given the response that this is really going to be useful. And what I would say, as I always used to say when I was training in charge at Dehradun Institute and also in the center in Ooty, that this is only a beginning. It's not the end. So though your certificate program or the course is ending today, but in my view, it's really the beginning for you to try and see that how best what you have learned here, you try and de-learn or practice it right in the actual real field. So I think these few words I'll ask all of you who have been undergoing this training, you become a good messenger on behalf of all of this to try and see that how best you can communicate in a much more better way than before about how best we can serve the cause of pushing forward the frontiers of agriculture water management for climate smart agriculture in India and the overseas. So I think with these few words, once again, I thank you all and congratulate all the faculty and the participants. And my big thanks to Dr. Patil. And I am sure that whenever things improve, we'll definitely have an opportunity to meet face to face, because my visit to our Kukudi project is long overdue because of all these things. So over to you, Dr. Gorantiwar and the team. Thank you very much from my side.
Thank you very much, sir, for your guidance and address. Now, I would like to request Dr. P.G. Patil, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mahatma Phule Krishi Vidyapit, Rahuri, to give presidential address. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. The most respected Dr. Alok Sikkaji from the International Water Management Institute, representative India. Dean Dr. Farande, Director of Research, Dr. Gadak, all Associate Deans, Dr. Gorantiwar, Principal Investigator, Dr. M.G. Shinde, Co-Principal Investigator, Course Director,
Mangal?
Yes.
I think Chairman got disconnected. We'll wait for a while.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
there was some problem. So I extend my heartiest thanks to Dr. Sikkaji to be with us for today's valedictory function of the third week online national certificate course on IT application in precision irrigation scheduling. Sir, actually, our this CAST team is doing excellently well. And last program, actually 3 weeks national program was on unmanned aerial vehicle. That was also well appreciated by the many faculty members, students. And again, in this series, next program will be on watershed modeling. So our team is very much devotedly doing the excellent work in building the capacity building of the faculty members as well as the students with the help of the industry people. And this is because of this kind of things are very new to our country, and our university is doing excellently well in this area. And as at the outset, you know that Dr. Sikka and myself were in ICR. Of course, Dr. Sikka ji is very, very senior to me, and we always seek help from him and guidance from him. And under his guidance, we have learned many things. And you know that Dr. Sikka is a very good scientist, excellent scientist, and research manager, as well as he is always involved in the policy making issues of the as regards to water particularly is concerned in India as well as in the world. So as first of all, again, I congratulate all the participants who have successfully completed this 3 weeks certificate course, which involves the students, faculty members, and I also congratulate my staff members as well as the resource persons who are wholeheartedly supported for successful completion of this training program. And Sikka ji, as you are aware that this actually CAST, if you look at this NAHEP program under which our Center of Excellence have been established, they have conducted almost 1,000 sessions, and almost you can see 50,000 trainees have been trained, and almost more than 26,000 trainees, students are student trainees, almost 15,000 are faculty members, almost 13 to 14,000 farmers also participated, young farmers have been participated. So this MPKV performance, particularly this area, is actually #1 in India. So as you rightly pointed out, that the water is a very precious source for the agriculture, and we look at the Indian agriculture from the beginning. If you look that the agriculture is the largest livelihood provider in our country, almost 70% of the workforce is engaged in agriculture. And if you globally look at India ranks second in agricultural output is concerned in whole world. So this is the strength of agriculture in India. So, and but if you look at the poor infrastructure and lack of accurate and relevant information, we are now, there were some problems. And during the post-independence area also, agriculture struggled a lot, and in the agricultural India's development in terms of GDP and many more things. And that time also green revolution, which is also technology based, have played a very important in self-sufficiency in agricultural production and food security. But now you look at the 21st century, now it is digital technologies coming into picture. Resources are now becoming meager and meager, they are depleting. And under this situation, we have to, and if you look at the population explosion, by 2050, almost 9.7 billion population will be there in world, total world. And in India alone, if you look at almost 1.64 billion population will be there by 2050. And because of sources are becoming less and less, and demand for food will grow. And under such conditions, we have to go for the IT-based technologies, precision agriculture. Unless and until we do not go for that, it is very difficult to feed this much large number of population. And today also, if you look at this, we are self-sufficient, but almost 800 million people world over are hungry. And as per the UN's 17 sustainable goals, one is the end hunger is one of the important goal. and that is also applicable to our country. So under these circumstances, आप सर हम देखते हैं कि जब सुभाष चंद्र बोस ने नारा लगाया था कि मुझे खून दो मैं आज़ादी दूंगा, लेकिन अब ये नारा ऐसा बदल गया है कि तुम मुझे जल दो मैं तुझे जीवन दूंगा. So now we have shifted from that nara to this nara. So this gives the importance of the water in present day, even to the for the food security as well as the end the hunger. So now government is also very much focused on the programs like you rightly pointed out, that per drop more crop, and there are so many such programs are coming up. This also gives the importance of the water and how sincerely we have to use this water. And if you look at this, Maharashtra is concerned. If you think Maharashtra is basically, particularly in our area, we have 10 districts particularly, and we have a very much wide climate. And even in Maharashtra, if you go to Konkan, even infiltration rate is very, very high. There is a water holding in a soil is literally nothing. So under such conditions, this actually such kind of training programs, that is precision water scheduling, IT applications in precision irrigation scheduling becomes very, very important. And if you look at this water point of view, our Maharashtra is a horticulture state. And yesterday only I visited one farm having the grapes grown on 150 acres. So if you do not have such kind of technologies, which is of a Sahyadri farms, you know, everybody knows. Yesterday we went to the one of the contract farming. They have taken the land on lease from the Sheti Mahamandal, and we could visit the 150 acres of the grape farm, as well as the almost 100 acres of the drumstick growing farm. So under such conditions, we have to go. Then this kind of courses or this kind of technology only help. That is, which is IT application based in precision irrigation scheduling. And you also rightly pointed out, this is not only irrigation scheduling. Apart from that irrigation scheduling, we have to look at to fertigation, proper fertigation, and so many things, so that our particular aim is to reduce the cost of production. And then only the agriculture, our farmers' income will be doubled. So also you have given a very good concept. Actually, that is also now people should think. We should not see the productivity. Actually, means water productivity. Water efficiency, use efficiency is very important. But apart from that, water productivity, how much production we have produced per unit of water used, that is also very important now. Now our whole concept we have to shift from such kind of earlier our routine definitions to the new level definitions. So this is also very, very important. And we have in our area grapes, pomegranate, banana. These are the very strong and very important crops in which this kind of technologies will only help to reduce the cost of production, as well as the can reduce, save the water, save the fertilizer, and we will maximize the yield of such kind of crops. Then our very important is that you mentioned the point, that is once we decided to go for this kind of technologies, then the cost of the technology should be very less, because many times we use the sensors. Then the sensor cost should be now minimum. So public private partnership plays very important role in such kind of things, so that this technology which is developed, which is refined, which is optimized, can reach to the masses or many people, and ultimately it will add to the India's next GDP. So the cost of input, like cost of sensors, the system should be less, so that the more productivity to the farmers and more production will get to the farmers. So these are the some important areas where I would like to stress upon. And you see that still, as you rightly pointed out, such kind of ongoing digital virtual training programs are really very difficult. Synchronization of all the classes, then technology, sometime the internet problem. In this also area, and we have our team has put a lot efforts to make this program very successful. And this combination actually blend, you see the blend of the participants. Some are students, some are in the same training program, some faculty members are also involved, and some participated, and some farmers also participate, which are young one. So this is actually very real good blend, and such kind of blend only will give the results, and they can interact. Now this is training program is only not only to get the knowledge, but they can develop their interaction, they can develop their friendship, they can ask the many questions among themselves, and they can come together, and ultimately our purpose of this training program will be fulfilled. So with these words, I again congratulate all the participants who have participated. And this online validatory function also, I think one point of time I could see almost more than 130 participants joined this online program. This is also very important, and it proves that this program has been conducted very meticulously, very scientifically, and very dedicatedly, with all kind of quizzes, projects. At the project, they have given some projects, and they evaluated, and they have been motivated by their teachers. And such kind of blend actually will help in the taking these technologies to the more and more end users. With this word, I stop here. Before stopping here, I could see Dr. Sikka after long time. I think I hope that everything is okay at your place, and everybody. I also appeal to everybody, take care because the situation in country as far as COVID-19 is concerned is very horrible. So everybody should take care, and take the care of our family members, other society members, and help those who are in need whenever you can, it is possible. With this word, I stop here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your address. Now, I would like to request Dr. M.G. Shinde, Co-Principal Investigator, CAST CSAWM, and Professor of SWC, MPKV Rahuri, to extend vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bangal. Before I go for vote of thanks, I would like to request dignitaries, will you have some informal discussion for a while, for 5 minutes, something like that. Dr. Suresh Kulkarni, Mr. Arun Deshmukh is there. Dr. Thokar. Yeah, Arun, we have a few minutes for informal discussion.
Yes, good afternoon to everybody. You see, after listening to the chief guest and the presidential address, I think there are no points left for the discussion as such. But I can only say that this 3 weeks national level training program on IT applications in precision irrigation selling was an excellent program, as said by everybody as participants as well as the experts. And I hope that whatever has been learned by the participants, my sincere request will be, we need to have the transfer of the technology, whatever we have learned. Actually, it should reach to the farming community for improving his productivity and net profit to the farmers. basically whatever we learn, actually new technologies, new intervention, new innovative ideas, actually they should reach to the last end user. That is what our ultimate goal or the objective is that. So finally, they should go in a right perspective to the end user. That is what the expectation is. Thank you.
Hello, can I speak?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dr. Bakri here. Sikka sir and VC sir, I want to remind you that we are also conducting one certificate course from middle of June on soil management in climate smart agriculture. Yeah, and we have got entries, so many entries are there, and we shall be actually, because of this situation, we had postponed it. But now we have thought over to take it in the month of June. And so I'll really ask the participants to please convey this message to your colleagues to join for this program and register. The link is open. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Thanks for the informal discussion, especially Engineer Arun Deshmukh. We are very happy and you are looking quite normal now. So it is very good to see you back with the same spirit actually. So I am very much thankful to today's chief guest, Dr. Alok Sikka, who is the head IMI India, for accepting our invitation as chief guest and being present today among us, and also guiding all the participants. Sir, with your illustrious career and having vast experience in the field of water and irrigation, whatever views you express in your address will definitely help all these participants while planning their education and research career. CAST MPKV will have a long journey ahead. Even if the project closes, it will have some offshoots, and we will definitely need your guidance and help during the future. And also thanks for appreciating our efforts of online trainings and also complimenting the participants of this course. I am also very much thankful to today's chairman of today's function and our beloved Honorable Vice Chancellor for his presidential address. Sir, you have rightly pointed out the importance of water productivity and the cost feasibility of the sensors, and the CAST MPKV is continuously working on these aspects. Since assuming office as Vice Chancellor, you have been continuously motivating the CAST team, and with this motivation, the CAST will definitely attain new heights in future. Thank you very much. Thanks to Dr. A.L. Farande, Dean and Director of Instruction, for giving introduction of the chief guest and for his welcome address, and also for highlighting the work of CAST MPKV, especially on the IoT applications. Thanks to Dr. S.R. Gadak, Director of Research, for supporting the research components of the CAST activities. Thanks to the associate deans, especially Dr. Pawar, Dr. Rasal, heads of the departments who graced this today's function. I am also thankful to Dr. Gorantiwar, Principal Investigator of the CAST project, for giving a brief review of the online programs arranged by the CAST MPKV, then 1-year PG diploma and the certificate courses. Special thanks to Dr. Sachin Dingre, who is course director of this course, and it was very successful course in terms of the number of participants. There were 153 participants spread over 7 states of the country, and from the feedback of the participants and the experts, it is very clear that the course was very successful. So thanks, Dr. Sachin Dingre. We can appreciate your efforts for this course for the last 3 weeks. Very special thanks to all the experts, especially from outside MPKV, Dr. Suresh Kulkarni, former Secretary, MWRRA and ICRD Water Resources. Engineer Tushar Karande, Manager Digital Farming Solutions, Netafim Irrigation India Private Limited. Then Dr. Bharat Khusre, Professor, Irrigation and Drainage Engineering, Central Agriculture University, Ranipur, Sikkim. Dr. R.T. Thopal, Chief Scientist, AICRP Irrigation Water Management, Dr. B.S. KKV, Dapoli. Dr. Jitendra Sinha, Associate Professor, Department of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, Raipur. Dr. A. Sarangi, Principal Scientist, WTC, IRI, New Delhi. Dr. Yogesh Rajwade, Scientist, Irrigation and Drainage Engineering Division, ICR, Bhopal. Engineer Supriya Ishwankar, Agriculture Irrigation Consultant, Pune. Engineer Arun Deshmukh, Head Agronomy Division, Netafim Irrigation India Private Limited. Mr. Anil Bitale, Manager Agronomy Division, Netafim Irrigation India Private Limited. Also, special thanks to course coordinator, Dr. Mangal Patil and Dr. Padma Jadhav for very nicely coordinating this 3-week certificate course and also today's valedictory function. Then congratulations to all the participants who secured top position in quizzes and projects, and all other participants who took interest in this training course. And without your interest, this course would not have been so successful. So thank you very much, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Gorantiwar sir and Dr. Shinde sir, because the topic is precision agriculture and it is started at sharp at 11 o'clock and closes at 12:30. Not 1 minute here and there.
So this shows this is a highly precision.
Yes, sir.
So it's evidence of being precision, being precise.
Yes, sir. Now 12:30, exactly at 12:30 he stopped.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Namaskar. And stay safe.
Let us, with permission of chairman and chief guest,
Okay.
let's close.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Closing.